Over the weekend, Chris Van Hollen was on Face the Nation, on one of the Sunday shows, Face the Nation. And if you remember, Chris Van Hollen made a couple of waves last month when he went down to El Salvador to speak to Abrego Garcia. So he has been getting on the radar lately. And he did something that I thought was pretty good this weekend in the interview. He was talking about what Israel is doing to the Gazans in the Gaza Strip. And he says that it is, quote, the U.S. is complicit in starving these Gazans, and Israel using food as a weapon is a war crime. And look, that is just honesty. That's just facts. That is exactly what has happened. It's just really difficult to get a politician to actually say those words. Bernie Sanders is still not even called it a genocide. So, and he didn't say anything about genocide, but he did say that the United States is complicit in what's going on. And of course it is, because we, the United States, not you and I, but we as the United States are funding this genocide. We are putting all the weapons that Israel could ever want, including the 2,000-pound monster mega bombs that blow up 6 city blocks. And now, but no, there are no more city blocks in Gaza. It's just tents. So now they're bombing tents. But to see a United States senator go on a news program and actually say that, it's good. It is good. I'm glad that somebody is actually doing it, especially in the climate that we're in right now, where the new McCarthyism is on the rise. And instead of, the Red Scare, were you ever at a communist party? Did you ever speak to a communist? Were you ever affiliated with communists? Now it is, do you support Palestine? If you support Palestine, you're with Hamas. Do you denounce Hamas? Are you supportive of the terrorists? Are you a terrorist? I can tell just by the things that you're saying that you support terrorism. So this has become the new McCarthyism in our era, and we're watching it in real time happen right in front of us. So I'm just really happy to see a senator get up there and say something about it. They have been doing a siege for over, I believe we're in like day 78 now of the siege. And when I say siege, I mean no food, no water, no medicine, no electricity, nothing. Absolutely nothing is getting into Gaza. And I'm seeing pictures of starving children that look like, those old ads that you used to put on TV where, these poor starving children, can you please donate a couple of bucks to feed them? Well, we can't donate money to these people. They are not letting money in. And I'll tell you something else. Israel just did something that is just, insult to fucking injury. Since Donald Trump has been overseas doing the, his corruption tour in the Middle East, and meeting with Qatar and Oman and the new leader of Syria who used to be Al Qaeda, and of course MBS of Saudi Arabia, he's doing everything he can to make sure that he gets the things that he wants. He wants the golf course, the golf resort, the $5 billion golf resort. He wants to, I believe that the guy in Syria said that he was open to having a Trump hotel in Damascus. That's how you get Donald Trump on your side. You let him build a hotel. And then, of course, you fund it yourself, and he slaps his name on it, and he goes, it's a beautiful hotel, folks. I love this guy. He's a great guy. But Israel, who has been holding back the food trucks that go into Gaza to feed these starving people, little skinny kids with bones sticking out and distended stomachs and eyes sunk in the back of their fucking head. There are people not just getting bombed, but they are dying of fucking starvation. Israel sent in 9 whole trucks. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trucks waiting at the border to get in to feed these people. And in those 9 trucks, it wasn't food. It was filled with fucking body bags. Oh, Hey, did your mom die in a bombing? Here's a body bag. Oh, did your kid die of starvation? Here's a body bag. It's hard for me to even joke about this. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life, and we're just denying its existence. We see it with our own two eyes, and they tell us, don't believe your lying eyes. Israel just bombed a cancer hospital. And recently, within the last couple of days, they killed a reporter that was in a burn unit with a smart missile, a smart bomb. Israel is doing what was done to them back in the 30s and 40s. It is what it is. These are Zionists that believe that, and it's an ethnic distinction, this is not about religion, it's ethnicity. They believe that these are not human beings. They're animals, and they need to be put down. And Donald Trump being over in the Middle East, he's wheeling and dealing, and he's getting the things that he wants. So what's the ask from them? What's the trade-off? Well, I hear tell that they want to send 1 million Gazans to Libya. Libya being the failed state, formerly run by a dictator named Gaddafi, now is a failed state, and they do slave sales in the public square, literally selling slaves. So we are going to move them out of Gaza, their homeland, and into a place that sells people as slaves. Yeah, that tracks. And by the way, I've been hearing this a lot. It kind of blows me away when I hear them say it. Donald Trump and a lot of other officials in the White House are referring to the Gazans, the 1.9, I've heard some people say 1.8 million, and then I've heard people say 1.9 million. Now, they stopped counting the amount of deaths in Gaza over a year ago. They stopped it around 50,000 people. But at the time, at the beginning of this conflict, this massacre, whatever you want to call it, there were 2.3 million people in Gaza. Now they're talking about 1.8, 1.9. So that's kind of a tacit admission that around 400, 500,000 people have died in all of this. And it seems like while Trump is doing his deal in Saudi and Qatar, Israel is doing their little final solution thing. And they're making sure that they bring that number down to 1 million so Donald Trump can send that 1 million to Libya. I'm sure that Jordan's going to take some people, and they'll try to push them all over the place in these Middle East countries, because Donald Trump wants to turn Gaza into a resort in which the United States runs. And what do you call that when you take a people out of their land and you move them somewhere else? There's a name for that. I'm drawing a blank. It's something about cleansing and ethnics, and yeah, that's exactly what it's called. I'm not shocked about any of this. I'm just absolutely disgusted. I saw a young girl at Washington State University give her graduation speech recently, and she said, she's not saying the specifics that I'm saying, but she said to her graduating class, to thunderous applause, that that Israel is doing a genocide in Gaza, and all of her classmates, they know the truth. They've seen it with their own eyes, and they're applauding it. And I believe now Washington State University is under investigation because of that speech that the valedictorian gave to her class. Under investigation by the Department of Justice. God damn it, man. What the fuck are we doing? Seriously. We are entering the McCarthy era, a new McCarthy era, and other than a handful of people, nobody's saying anything. We're just allowing it to happen. And if you do speak up about it, and you are, your citizenship is in question, you will get thrown out of this country. Marco Rubio will see to that. And it's scary times, folks. It's absolutely scary times. And one other thing. Over the weekend, the last 72 hours, Israel has killed over 500 Palestinians. They say it's the bloodiest weekend that they have had since October 7th. 500 people in 3 days in all of these bombings. But Donald Trump's going to turn into a freedom zone. And what they're the most free from is free from Palestinians. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. Keep rocking.